All right, here we are on the East Coast. Me and Ben, we drove about, what was it, 24 hours through the night?
All the way from Mossburn! 24 hours, yeah.
24 hours driving through the night, and it was raining. We drove into a big rain front, didn't we?
It was wet, wasn't it? It was that wet rain.
It did, and it did wet you through if you went outside. So we're on the East Coast, and we're going to try and fly these hills in front. Hills, cliffs,
Yeah,
sea cliffs, I call them. The seagulls are enjoying it. Eroded cliffs. But the seagulls are enjoying it. And it's about 45 degrees off at the moment, but the forecast is for it to spin and come on. So
I think there's 20 meters.
we're gonna go and have a look, case a joint, and then hopefully come back when the wind has spun around. We'll see. So we think we've found our launch here.
Textbook launch.
Textbook cliff launch.
It's supposed to lean away from the wind, aren't they?
That's it.
Yeah.
Just-
Or is it towards the wind?
One of the two. So we think we found our launch here. The farmer didn't seem too bothered with our presence on not his land. So it's a bit of a cliff launch. We think we've got a bit more space here to get blown back before hitting this electric fence. Have a look over. Oh, that's what we're playing with. And from the top, it's coming on straight as. I'm going to get much straighter than that. So we're going to send the wind dummy off first and see how he goes. And if it all works, then I'll follow. Yeah, don't land the wrong side. This water we can see down here is a river. If we land on the beach side, we've got a long walk back, haven't we? So we need to land back
Oh, it's not too bad.
on this side. Wet feet. It's about 4 meters deep. Jesus here will only get wet feet. Us mere mortals will end up walking through and swimming. No. So that was a pretty tricky launch. I had to put the camera down just to help Ben lower. Now I'm here by myself, no one to help, so it should be a little tricky, but we'll see if we can get up here and fly. Whew! That was hard. That was hard taking off. But we did it! Oh, get in the lift. Oh, we did it! A successful Ben and Pete's adventure. There's a first for everything. And here we are, boring soaring on the East Coast. So despite that actual strong wind takeoff, it's pretty light up here, but where we took off was obviously just in the compression at the top of the cliff where the wind really squeezed together and it accelerates over the top of the cliff. But yeah, we got off and we got flying. So hopefully the wind stays up now and can keep us up for as long as we want, really, as long as the wind's in this strength, this direction. 5-10 kilometers a bit stronger would be good. So just help us to stay up a little bit easier, fly a little bit higher. But yeah, here we are, boring soaring. Happy days. We're going to play with some seagulls now. Some other seabirds out and about. Yeah, wind's getting a little bit lighter, so we're getting a little bit lower. more wind would be nice. But I think Ben's on a smaller wing, so he might be the first to go down. We'll see. But yeah, if we can stay up, I'd like to travel down the beach a bit further. Head that way. We are working our way up the beach. It's a totally different flying to what we've been doing in the mountains. This is silky smooth, bit of hands off the controls, and it's the wind that's keeping us up here. Not like when we're in the mountains, it's the thermals that keep us going. Hey? You will. Ben complaining he's not going to make it back. The cliffs look a little bit lower here as well actually than what they are up there. If we drop just below the cliffs, the wind's very light down there, and we can't continue to soar up and down like this. So we want to stay on top of the hill. There's a little valley crossing here. Don't know if a little valley crossing up the coast. Who would have thought? So we're just going to try and get as high as we can before crossing. Neither of us want to walk back to the car down the beach. I think we definitely made the right choice last night when we left the Maramare after the hike and fly, and stayed last night in Timaru. Drove through the rain. It was raining all night. We got here, it's not raining now. It's pretty blue out to sea, and it's dry here. I spoke to Dan and Vicky, and it's still raining inland, so I think we made the right call to come back here. Also, we've actually flown. It's good. Stay above the ridge, Ben, stay above the ridge. We are getting lower, the wind's getting lighter, and I don't think we're going to be able to jump this gap to get onto the next cliff just over here, so we might just be avoiding each other, trying to stay alive on this one little bit of cliff we've got here, which is about 500 meters long. So it is actually cycling a little bit. It is coming up and down the wind. We've got a little bit higher, a bit easier now, so see how much height I get in front and then see if I can jump the gap. So we're going to try and jump the gap. Oh, come on, come on, come on, we're getting low. Need to stay above that ridge. Come on, come on, go up, go up, go up. Go up, go up. Oh, slowly going up, very slowly. So hopefully I can stay up on these cliffs now. It gives a bit more space for us both to work in the light lift. Before, one of us would have to leave the lift, push out in front so the other one can pass. I think Ben's got his acro glider, not as much performance, so it was me giving way to him, but I've got my own cliff face here now to soar on, and hopefully Ben can get enough height to come back and join us on the bigger side here. It seems to be every time the wind picks up a little bit, it comes from the south, or more from the south, which gives us a bit of a headwind. But as long as it's soarable, the headwind's not a problem. We're in no rush to go anywhere. As long as it comes onto the cliff straight enough to keep us up, we're happy. So I think it's time to head down and land now. There's some rain coming down on the horizon, and I can see where it's now on the beach down there as well. So I don't want to be packing in the rain or walking back in the rain. So I'll head down now and get back to them. You what? I can't hear you. I can't hear you over the noise of the angry farmer. Here we go, time to land. Who would have thought a Ben and Pete's adventure would actually have a success? Whew. Unbelievable, Jeff. So who would have thought an actual Ben and Pete's adventure would work?
It worked. They don't normally work. That's half of the fun of it.
We had, what did we have going against us? 45 degrees off.
At least, yeah.
On the light side.
On the light side,
Cliff, no takeoffs.
Yeah, angry farmer.
Angry farmer, don't land in the wrong place.
Flapping seagulls.
Flapping seagulls got in the way.
Water landing potential.
We didn't want to land in this bit, did we? But we did it, mate. Yeah. Who would have thought that a Ben and Pete adventure would have actually worked? It sounds like we made the right call by going to Timaru.
Looking at this, yeah, look.
We drove through the rain to Timaru, and we've just left the East Coast as well, and now we're driving through the rain again. I think it was in the only place in New Zealand that wasn't raining yesterday.
Yeah.
And today, and we actually flew.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
For a whole 30 minutes?
Oh, not kilometres, minutes.
Minutes,
Right, yeah. A whole 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It was pretty light and scratchy, but we did. No one can say we didn't fly.
We definitely flew.
Definitely flew.
Yeah.
Beautiful beach landing.
Was.
By choice. And
we had a shag.
Yeah.
I mean, there was and there were shags.
There were shags.
There were shags there.
Yeah. The lesser spotted shag. I'm going to have to put a clip of the shagging now, aren't I? Just to compare it.
And now we're coming up over towards Porter's, Lake Linden,
so
to camp in the rain.
Find ourselves a camp for the night.
And
then we'll fly the Craggieburn Range tomorrow.
Beautiful.
Which will be another video, so I guess we'll wrap this up.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
And...
What is it? I think that's a shag.
No, is it?
I think so.
Has it got spots on it?
No.
Maybe it's just an unspotted shag.
The lesser spotted shag.
Yeah. Plain shag.
Just a plain old shag.